Hello, hello, hello. Hello, all my book people. Welcome to Battle of the Girl Band Sprints. This is ThursTea. How's your day going today? Hopefully, everything's going well. It has been a day, I tell you, but I have managed to make it here. Okay. Let's get a little different background here. Let's see. Let's see. What's something fun? I kind of like the pink and pastels. Hold on a second, y'all. There we go. That's always fun. Okay. I'll go to the chats here. Hey, Elena, you are the first here. Good afternoon. Yeah, afternoon, right? Afternoon, early evening. How's your day going thus far? Hopefully, it's been a productive day. What have you been doing? Personally, what did I do today, y'all? Okay, so I got up, I worked out, which was lovely. I cleaned my house a lot. I was sprinting earlier with Brittany was on. Brittany actually might still be on. Brittany Loves Reading if you want to check her out. And then there's also Stacy and Steph. I looked at a little bit of booktube here. That's my chair, y'all. I looked at a little booktube here. Did I say clean my house? I cleaned my house. I cooked. Definitely needed to do that. I did read. Let me know what y'all reading. I'm reading Delicious Monsters still. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, let's see how much I get through today. I cooked. I read. Organized. Oh my gosh, y'all. I got so many things I need to do. And I am on the first break. I'm going to go make some cookies. So that's my day. That's my day. Let's see. Elena, your day was good. Worked at the animal sanctuary in Santa Clarita. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing. So what type of animals do you work with? Is that like a volunteer thing or like that's your job? Because that's a really cool job there. I like that. I like animals. Although I say that, but I want like the safe animals. And every time I hear Santa Clarita, I think of that show. What was it on Netflix where it was what was it, the Santa Clarita diet with what was her name, Drew Barrymore, and she was carnivorous. Let's not make sure your animal's that way, right? Hello, or Lily. Hello, Lily. How are you doing? Welcome to Battle of the Girl Band Sprints. Are you on a team? Let me know. Hey, Lachette, how are you doing? Hola, amigo. Hello. Or is it amiga? Let me get it right, y'all. Lachette says hello, Elena. And she says hello to everybody. How's your day been going? Let me show y'all something cool. So this is my new teacup here. It's called Find Your Happy Place. I wish it said something on the other side, but it doesn't. Same thing. Isn't that cute? My army mugs are not trying to make it, y'all. So I think I'm gonna have to get in a new regime here of mugs here, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see, Elena. I work with horses, cows, goats, pigs, llamas, and donkeys. Oh, that ought to be cool. Okay, I like that. Okay, you get to feed them and everything. That ought to be really cool. I like the idea of working with animals. You know, sometimes animals are definitely a lot more pleasant than humans are at times. So I enjoy animals though. Well, that ought to be a good time. I'm glad that you are helping them. Okay. I have never been up and close with a llama, but I think it would be fun. I hear that they are very smart. Okay. Awesome. Oh, just getting some tea in, y'all. All right, y'all. We're gonna face is itching, y'all. Okay. right, what are y'all going to be reading? I feel like my glasses have like is this the right ones? That's a sanitizing wipe. That is definitely not it. I was about to wipe my glasses with the sanitizing wipe. I have these new little disposable lens wipes here, although I don't know what I do with my trash can. But I have these new little disposable lens wipes. I'm trying to test them out. They smell very strongly. Like alcohol. But I'm trying to test these out to see if they're better than just you know how when you get the spray and the microfiber cloth. Okay, there we go. Oh, better. Okay, so Lily, you are doing great. Received an email saying I graduated. I got my bachelor's. Oh, that's amazing. Cheers to the education. Nothing wrong with that. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, and this is, hold on, what is this? This is February. Is it early, or is it just like, or is it late from like December? Or you know how you have those programs that like don't go on like a schedule, like semester schedule, like traditional semester? How does that work? And what is your degree in? Congrats. Hopefully you do something really, really fun to celebrate that. Thank you. It's simple, but I like it. Thank you. I know, that's amazing. Oh, all that accomplishment for all the time and hard work you put into it. Lachette says, I don't know what I'm reading. I have a few pages left of an erotica romance. Okay. It was good, but they're ending it with one more sex scene and I'm just not in the mood. Girl, finish it up. That ought to be a good time, or maybe you can savor it. So what are your other options then if you don't want to read erotica sex scenes? What are your options to read now? Maybe you can save that for the nighttime or something, you know? Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to queue up a timer here. Let me go ahead and find one. Okay. Going to queue this one up. Let me see if I can get it right to 45. Oh, so my plan for y'all is to do 3 45-minute sprints here, okay? And that should do it. Hopefully we get it together then, okay? Hey, Rally, how you doing? Reading as I can today. You have been not having a good year as far as illness, even last year. Oh, have you figured out what this bug or whatever it is that you have of while you're sick? I wish you get better. Lachette says, I started a random audiobook last night, but not on my TBR. Romantic suspense series, Criminal Intentions. Ooh, okay. That sounds like it has a mystery involved in it. Is it good? And speaking for someone that has definitely gone rogue from my TBR and is not going to complete it, I feel you. Okay. Don't feel bad about it. TBRs are made to be broken if something else comes along the way. Okay. I got one of some good books this month, and I'm just going to savor them. And if I have not finished them this month, then I'll just carry over to next month. So there we go. I haven't looked for any readathons for next month. I am behind. So let me know, y'all, what are some readathons for March that are coming up? Actually, hold up. Let me see. But y'all let me know for some. I think I did write down one. Let me make sure that I'm thinking right. I'm looking at my planner here. So March is Women's Fiction Month, by the way, in case y'all are not aware. Oh, yeah, there's a Fierce Woman readathon. Okay, I need to look up the criteria for that. I just wrote it down. I need to get on the ball, but I'm going to probably be a last-minute person for any of that stuff. We're doing Battle of the Girl Bands and Black History Month this month. I'm going to concentrate on that. Lily says, Thanks. I'm in chemical engineering. Oh, make that money, girl. Okay. At my university, the first semester lasts until January for some reason. So I graduated halfway through. Oh, okay. That's cool. The off year. Okay. Okay. That's really good because then it kind of puts you in the whole job hunting thing, kind of be off months. So that's also good. You're not in the rat race as maybe some other folks. Well, congratulations, girlie. That definitely sounds like a productive, lucrative degree. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Elena says, reading The Writer Retreat by Julia Bartz. Okay. Writers. Hold on. What did I do with my phone? I didn't even bring my phone in here, y'all. Okay. Well, I'm not going to look that up. um, I'm assuming the writer's retreat sounds really good. Okay. I'm assuming something's going to happen at this writing retreat, right? It sounds familiar, but I wanted to look up the synopsis. Doesn't it have kind of like a house on the cover? It's kind of greenish and black, right? Hey Kiwi, how you doing? Wanting to film but feeling crook. So just chilling, trying to finish if I have to be haunted. Yeah, well, if you have to be haunted, hopefully it's a good haunt. Crystal, right? Did I get your name right? Let me know, okay? Hello, Miss Jaleesa. How are you doing? Hello. I saw your review for this book here. And I was like, I want to see this review, but I'm so close, girl. I'm so close. Let me show you how close I am. I'm right here. I'm right here. So I'm over halfway. So I'm going to hold off on your video. I gave you a thumbs up, but I don't wanna. I saw like a few seconds in, and I'm like, nope. I gave you 30 seconds for that view, but I'm gonna come back in another day or two. Okay. I hope you're having a good day, by the way. At work still, lone woman. Is that good? I keep hearing good things. It's on my list, but definitely, haven't read it yet. Lachette says criminal intentions. Why does this logo thing keep coming up? Hold up, y'all. I got a logo thing that is, there we go. Got it off my screen. I see a logo on my screen. Y'all don't see it though. Criminal intentions, police procedural, sounds about right, in book form, but with POC and male to male. Chemistry between the two detectives is epic, and they've only kissed in book one. Oh man. Oh, so they're stringing you along. A little bit of a romance, and you got to read book two. Don't you hate that? It's like, give me a little bit more of that. So I was pointing that there too. Lily doesn't know what to read in the middle of so many books. I'm struggling to choose. Well, if you want our help, throw a little something out there and maybe we can help you decide. Let's see. Jessica, I do love Crystal. Jessica, I was close. Oh my gosh. Jessica was the next one in my head. Okay, don't hold it against me. I'm trying. I'm trying to remember people's names. Okay, sorry. Okay, I met another Crystal earlier. I was gonna say Laura, but I know that wasn't you. So I was like, Crystal's the next name. Sorry. Crystals are beautiful as too, just as you are, I'm sure. Lachette says, I want romance, but let's shut door right. But let's shut, hold up. I want romance, but let's shut right now. Trying to read Black romance and criminal intentions is not it. Okay, I get you. I get you. So you said that there was a love scene at the end of the book, right? Is that with criminal intentions though? Because you said let's shut door. So you want some spice. And I know you said you had that at the end of the book. Just something different, right? Get her done. Jaleesa says, I think you'll be fine. It's not a review, more like a reaction video. Yeah, but I want to feel your reactions to certain parts, though, at the same time, so I can know what it is. Like, if I've read a book that somebody else has read, I find that I have more enjoyment of people's videos. Like, oh my gosh. Girl. Okay. So for this book, right? This is the book that I am talking about. If you're on the chats, if you have not read it, um, it's a great book no matter what, but it is the group read for the Missy Elliott Readathon. So, and Jaleesa here, lovely booktuber. Make sure you should go by and subscribe. But she posted a reaction video to this book. It's like 500 pages. It's a chunker, but it reads quick. It's kind of YA. Horror thriller, to me, psychological horror thriller. Okay. But Jaleesa, I just got to the scene where she's in the house and her mom catches her in the house and she's freaking out. You should already know why she's freaking out. I'm skeeved. I literally skipped like a paragraph or two. I'm like, I need to get past this because it's like one of my worst fears in life. I'm just like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm just freaking out. I'm freaking out, girl. I took a step back. I walked around for 10 minutes. I had to put that down. Oh my God. But this book is very good. It's definitely living up to a lot of the hype that I thought about. What book are you reading? Oh, this one, this book. I'm about, let's see, where am I at? I'm about 318. So my goal is to try to finish this by tomorrow. Okay. So I want to make a good dent tonight because I have a lot of reading time tonight. And then I have something planned with friends tomorrow and I work the weekend. So my goal is to try to finish this before work on the weekend. We'll see. Definitely worth a read, y'all. Jaleesa's enjoying it, but someone in one of the book clubs I'm in DNF'd it. Fast paced and mysterious. Ooh, okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Okay. She's talking about Lone Woman, by the way. Excuse me. I've heard two people DNF it, but overall I heard that Lone Woman was pretty good. So I think Victor Lavelle, if anything like the Ballad of Black Tom, he can be a bit deep. So I don't know if it's what all the details about it, but I want to check it out. Hello, Kiana. How are you doing, Miss Lady? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another option is to start another ebook, The Bad in Each Other. I believe it is Black romance. That sounds dramatic. I'm for that. Let me know. No worries. I'm gonna try to remember, Jessica. Okay, correct me. Give me some grace. Okay, I read a lot. You know, my brain is in the books. Kiana says, I'm loving diamond painting. Oh, I'm glad. It is relaxing, isn't it? I love diamond painting, especially since I got the what is that, the magnifier, because I was going to give up. I did one diamond painting and I didn't do any for at least like 6 months because I'm just like, I can't with all the little tiny drills. And then I got the magnifying glass, and I got some other free diamond paintings too. I ain't gonna lie, that helped me out. But I enjoy it a whole lot more since I don't feel like it's a strain. But I'm learning to take my time. It's a process. It's a longer process. So enjoy the process. Don't worry about the time frame to complete it, and I think you'll enjoy it. Okay. Like right now, I don't have audio. I don't have audio for my last few books, so I'm not gonna be diamond painting for a minute. So, but I did start sectioning off. That was something I didn't do before, Kiana. I would just pull the plastic up and do some drills and keep going back and forth. And then I'm kind of messy and don't be paying attention. I would drop stuff. But I finally decided to do the whole sectioning of the canvas. And I think it definitely allows me to work quicker and less messy. I just use parchment paper, but you can use like release paper or whatever else you want. I just cut the parchment and lay it on instead of cutting it on the canvas. But you do you. Tell me, how do you do it? Everybody has different methods. There's nothing that's wrong, okay? Lachette says, the sex scene is at the end of the book. I'm almost finished. Let me in. I want less smut. Oh, you want less smut. I'm sorry. I misunderstood in the second comment. Okay. Autocorrect. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that definitely wouldn't be your thing. Let Me In sounds interesting title. I say pick up that last book that you were just talking about, The Bad in Each Other. But hold off on this book and come back to it. Shed says hello to everybody. Hey, Emily, how you doing? Parent teacher conference. Oh, God, I love that, right? None scheduled, so I will be working on catching up on grading, IEP scheduling, and organizing my life. I'm still trying to figure that out for my life too, so I'm here with you. I hope it goes well and quick, okay? Yes, girl. That house and the doors closing and the things the mother does are wild. Yes. It's very cryptic though. Like I feel like I am very much realism in books. You know, it can be fantastical and not real, but be real in the actions and the flow. But all the don't go into the house, but you're not really seeing why, you know, things like that. I'm like, you need to give it more reason. Like people, I hate when people get half a story and then move on. Like in real life, we're going to press the issue till we get an answer versus I'm not gonna worry about what the real answer is. But yeah, I haven't gotten to really wild things about the mom yet, at least in my opinion, wild things. I think I'm getting there since she knows, oh, girl went into the house. Okay. And I just found out about Ivy. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that in the beginning and then I ruled it out. Yeah. Good book, y'all. I'm going to keep talking about it. Good book. I should have did like a buddy read or like a sprint where multiple of us are reading it. We'll do that another time. I got to think of a good group book. Hey, Christina, reading some stuff, doing some stuff. I get the stuff, okay? Hugs to the like button. Love it, love it, love it. Lone Woman is making me anxious because the main character is lugging around a trunk and it's heavy. She talks to it and is very protective of it. Sis had me stressed. I like it. I've heard about that. I don't want to give too many details. I've heard about that and what's in it. I don't know like if there's supernatural or any other stuff, but I'm excited to read that because the premise just sounds interesting. So it's on the list. How many pages is Lone Woman, by the way? We don't know what's in the steamer trunk and why she acts the way with it. Yes, exactly. I want to know. Don't tell me, but you can tell me if it's worth the reading for it at some point. Hey, Nicole, going to read tonight. Yay. Eventually, maybe. Maybe possibly. I get it. Hey Jean, how you doing? 80% beyond the bright lights, almost able to steal. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm already in stealing modes, but I picked a long friggin' book, so I need to get through this so I can steal something, okay? I've stolen one thus far, okay? Let me get this and we're gonna get to stealing some more, okay? What team are you on? Hey, Nicole, good luck. Yes, y'all. I would appreciate y'all checking the like button, if you please. If you please. What are you reading? Oh, I keep holding this book up. Y'all, my arm's going to get tired. I'm reading this. If I had a paid version of this program, I could put it up here in the corner. But, you know, your girl's broke, so I'm going to hold this book up. I'm reading Delicious Monsters as part of the Missy Elliott readathon. But it's going to count for Battle of the Girl Bands. Go Team Spice Girls, y'all. Let's see. We're going to get to a sprint shortly, y'all. I have a 45-minute timer queued up. And I'm going to make some cookies on the sprints, peanut butter cookies. Lily says, I think I should choose between Split Tooth by Tanya Takik, Coming of Age of an Inuk Girl, and Dollar Goat Dream Department Store by Miyi Lee, Magical Realism, Need to Read for a Book Club. Well, I will say we should do a sorry, I had a little work thing that kind of went through and I was like, what did that say? Sorry. I would say well, okay. Well, you need to read it for a book club. So I would say go right ahead with the book club pick. Get it out the way. So that way, if you lose interest in one of them, then you at least have that book read. Don't let the book club down. Go ahead. What are you feeling? Jaleesa says 288 pages on the ebook, 300. Oh, that's a quick read. Okay, I can do Lone Woman. I was just making sure that wasn't like a 500 or something page book. Okay, because as much as I am enjoying this book, um, I think it could be shorter, but I'm not like missing like, oh my gosh, it's so long. I'm really not because the story is interesting. But I could definitely see how this book could be shorter. But it's one of the few books that I've read that's this long that I can say that thus far I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's dragging. It definitely is not. I'm enjoying it. So I think it just depends on the content. Thanks all. Awesome, awesome. Jean is on TLC. Okay, I'm not gonna hold that against you. Thank you for participating overall. Debating about stealing Team Cheetah or Spice Girls or Baby Destiny's Child. Okay, okay. It can fit into one of those. You can always fit a book into a prompt, y'all. Yes, it's been a minute since I made cookies. Definitely not from scratch, y'all. Don't get me twisted. I am not my mama. I'm going to edit a video on the first sprint, but then should be able to read. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, there we go. There we go. Lily says, good point. I'm always pretty bad at reading the book club books on time. Yeah, that's true. I tend to like if I'm reading a buddy read or something, I like to read it like right before, like the week of the discussion. But then, sometimes you run up into deadlines and stuff. So it's good to read it ahead of time, but just make sure you read it though. But I pick that if you're trying to go between a few different ones. So I like that name too, Dollar Goods Dream. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So y'all, let's get to this first sprint here, okay? I got a timer that's queued up here. Bam, there we go. Okay, I will see y'all lovely people in 45. Happy reading. Hello, hello, hello. How how did you get? How far did you get? I finished my cookies. Well, I finished making them and I started eating them. Bam! Peanut butter cookies. Now you can tell that's homemade cookies. Look how irregular they are. But you know what? Them bad boys taste the same no matter what. So I'm good with that. um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so Lily is going to read Delegate Dream Department um for the book club. So that's good. Get it done, get it done, get it done. And quick email. Awesome. Okay, I will take a look at it on the next sprint here. Okay. Um, let's see. Nicole says, I love oatmeal raisin and sugar cookies with buttercream frosting, so long as it's not red frosting. What you got wrong with red frosting? What did it do to you? Buttercream is always delicious. I do love oatmeal raisin though. I grew up on that. Does anybody like ginger snaps? Hey Nell, how you doing, Miss Lady? What you up to? Hello now. Dinner time. Lovely. Love, love, love. You gotta love dinner time. That's the best time of the day, right? Kay says peanut butter chocolate chip or oatmeal chocolate chip. Anything with chocolate chip. I figure that's kind of your MO. I second that. Chocolate is always good. How about peanut butter chocolate? Now that will be the bomb.com. I don't think I have any chocolate chips, but I wouldn't mind that. Okay, now you got me thinking, girl. Okay. That would be good. And Nicole and Christina. I am going to do 2 more sprints. So we will be here till at least 8. Yeah, 8 o'clock. I don't know how far after that, but we'll do 2 more sprints and then we'll get off. Okay. Got a few people sprinting today. Jaleesa says, flying through Lone Woman made it to chapter 26. Oh, okay. Are you enjoying it more? Like you're figuring out this trunk here? Like what's going on with the trunk? What's in it? Don't tell us though. Don't tell us. Okay, y'all. Ooh, excuse me. I got my tea here. This is actually this is peppermint. What is this? Dark chocolate peppermint tea. Really good. It's a dessert tea that supposedly pairs well with dessert. So I'm combining. I put just a little bit of milk in it and just a little bit of syrup pump because it's not that sweet. Still isn't, but I'm hoping with the cookies it'll make it better. I'm going more for creaminess here. Okay, so I hope everybody's still enjoying their books. I wanted to queue up the next sprint, get some good reading in. No lollygagging around here, okay? I finally found out what's in. Okay, so Jaleesa's doing Lone Woman. I can really picture it. I wonder if this book is Lovecrafty. Everybody talks about Lovecraft and about how, I guess, what's his name? Victor Lavelle wrote The Ballad of Black Tom, which I guess is somehow a play on Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft. Can't say that I have read H.P. Lovecraft, so I don't know what they were talking about. But they said, I guess it's kind of a reverse play. What that means, I have no idea. Well, thank you very much. You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna stick around here a little bit. I'm still newer to Restream, y'all. Okay, so bear with me with the delays y'all see. I'm trying to figure out a pattern, but I'm trying to figure out how. Like I know with StreamYard, there's like a 10-ish second delay with like when you type a comment versus when people see them. Same thing with me talking, it's a 10-second delay between any and everything we see. However, Restream, I'm trying to figure out what their delay is because Restream seems to have a delay when it comes to like me clicking on a comment and y'all seeing it. But I'm trying to figure out what the delay is between you typing it and me seeing it. I don't know. My lips are really dry, y'all. Sorry about that. Can't be on here with no ashy lips. But I don't know. Well, I thank you very much, though. They taste good. Nice and crispy. That's a bad mix. Favorite cookies are probably chocolate chip. Can't go wrong with chocolate chip. Although some people don't like chocolate. Hmm. I don't know if I trust those people. That sounds so bad, right? Yeah, I don't know. To each his own. Some people have allergies, and some people just I don't know why they don't like chocolate. Most people do, but yeah, yep, yep, yep. Quick story: I was gonna have a girls' night with one of my friends a few years ago, and I got all these ingredients for chocolate martinis, and I was so excited about it. And she shows up and she's like, "I don't like chocolate." I'm like, "What in the world?" Yeah, I proceeded to have like four of those. It's like, girl, you better figure out what you're gonna drink. Managed to finish the first chapter of Dollar Good Dream, now up to page 53. Wow. Okay. Wow. You read fast. Fast. Okay. And that's some long chapters. Okay. Keep at it. Keep at it. How long is that book, by the way? All right, I'm going to queue up this one. I'm assuming I'm up with the comments, so we shall see. Okay. Gonna go right here. Gonna get a little nature in the mix here. And happy reading, y'all. See you in 45. Hello, hello, hello. How was your reading? We have, where am I at? Hold up. We have Miss Nell here. I don't like that layout. Hello, pretty lady. There we go. How you doing? Oh, you're muted. Hold up. Let me unmute you.
Second day
There
to
we
work.
go. Repeat. Is this yesterday? Okay.
No, I'm good. It's been a long day. I'm tired, but I'm good otherwise.
Gotta love those long work days, right?
Yep.
Or you can let that go. Or do you still have some work that you have to do at home now
I
too?
don't have any work for today that I need to do, but I have a lot of work that I know I need to do tomorrow.
Don't you love that? Anticipation, right? Heavy sarcasm in there. Well, hopefully, this will at least take your mind off that a little bit. Let tomorrow sort itself out. I have to work the weekend. I don't even want to think about it. I'm going to just worry about today. And
Fair enough.
this book I'm reading, which let me tell you, I'm reading Delicious Monsters, right?
I feel
It's
like
for the,
you didn't read that already.
I'm in the midst of it. I started it earlier this week. It's 500 pages, so it's pretty
I thought
thick.
that you read this book like months ago. I don't know why I thought that.
No, I probably talked about it. It's part of the Missy Elliott readathon, so it was on my TBR.
Was
No,
this book one of your host favorites for something?
no, I read I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Both two thick books. Now this is for the Missy Elliott readathon, but Jaleesa in the chats has read this, so maybe that's what you're thinking there. But this book, right? So which I'm pretty, that's where I'm at. So I only got a little bit left. Well, I say a little bit. I'm on page 330 and it's like 502. So I'll make it. I'll make it. But what's crazy is I just read a passage, right? So the girl is talking about her mom basically is this very manipulative person, right? And they're on their way to some sort of like book signing or whatever, right? And the mom says, I know you're not pretty, but smile like you are and keep it up until this is over. And I'm
Oh, okay.
like, dang, that's some bull right there. Kick rocks.
Yeah.
She was 11. Some horrible people in this world should not be
Destroying self-esteem.
parents. Anyway, what are you reading, Miss Lady?
I was reading Suburban Hell for my buddy read, but I finished my chapters for the day, so I can't read the rest of it until tomorrow. So I have switched over to Carrie Soto is back.
You said from it. Can you turn your speaker up? I'm hearing you,
Oh,
but not like it just sounds kind of muted.
is that better?
Say something again.
Is that better?
A little bit better.
I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Let me see something. Where is
I
the
mean, I
set?
can hear you. It just sounds like in the background. Like it doesn't sound like
I
forefront.
don't know. How do you change the settings in here? Oh, hold on. I think I found it. Input. Haha, is that better?
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My
I just
microphone
don't want to
wasn't
be talking
connected.
over you. You know how when it comes, I can hear my voice much louder than yours, but if
Hmm.
yours in the background, I probably won't hear you at all. So.
Yep, that makes sense. It wasn't connected to the mic.
Oh, okay. Now, what was your name of your first book?
Oh, Suburban Hell?
Suburban. See, I thought you said From Hell. Okay.
No, Suburban Hell.
What is that about?
Basically, it's about this group of friends. They're like well, they're not stay at home moms, but they're like moms. Some of them work, some of them are stay at home, whatever. But it's like this group of friends that live in this suburban area, and one of them gets possessed by something, and they're trying to like fix her, basically, trying to get her unpossessed.
You're like, we need our friend and we don't want the ghost. Reminds me of this book here. I'm reading a little bit. Okay. Is that a funny book?
There are definitely parts of it that are funny. It's supposed to be horror, but it's more like comedic horror, like humorous horror, quirky horror.
Oh, kind of
It's like more
campy.
along
Okay,
those,
I get you.
yeah,
Yeah.
campy horror, yeah.
And then what about the other book?
Carrie Soto is back, so this is the last book in the. I don't know what the official series is called. I always call it the Hollywood universe, but I don't think that that's the official title of it. But it's the series that has like Evelyn Hugo, Daisy Jones and the Six, like that whole universe, whatever. This is the last book in that series.
Oh. I didn't know that that was like a whole kind
Mhm.
of series where they all put together. Okay, that's
Yeah, they're like
cool.
interconnected standalone. So like you don't have to read all of them to understand them, but
Mhm.
like characters from different ones pop up in the other books.
Okay,
So,
pretty good.
like,
I'm
Carrie
assuming.
Soto is one. If you've read Malibu Rising, there's a scene in Malibu Rising where this woman comes to the party, and I won't spoil what she does, but she does some
Mhm.
crazy stuff, and I'm here for it. And so when you're reading Malibu Rising, you're like, "Oh my gosh, who was that woman?" And then you get her book.
So would you say that that's the better one, maybe?
Not necessarily. I mean, I am enjoying this. I think that this is not going to be a book that's for everyone because this character is very unlikable, but I tend to like stories with unlikable characters, so this is like I'm having a good time reading about her. But I know that some people hate her. Me and Sasha were talking about it yesterday. She was like, "Oh my gosh, she's such a bitch," and I'm like, "You're absolutely right. She is, and that's why I like her."
Sometimes you love to hate those characters. But yeah, I haven't read any of those. uh, oh, okay. So I made some cookies, peanut butter cookies. I didn't eat them. That's what I was eating on the spring. But that's what we were talking about. What our favorite cookies were. What's your favorite cookie?
Snickerdoodle.
Okay, well there you go. That's a new one. Most well, not a new one, but people were talking about like their favorite cookies, and it seems like oh, I can't get comfortable here. Seems like chocolate chips seems to be the consensus. Chocolate, just in general, in anything.
Mhm.
I concur with that. Hello, mom. How are you doing? Finished dinner, about to read next book for my reading blog. Okay, let us know what that is, unless it's a secret. So I don't. Okay. What don't? Delegate is about. Okay, so Lily was trying to figure out what to read, and she decided to read the book club pick right there. So it's about 250 pages, 50 pages into the book before the sprint. So my reading speed is not as fast as it seemed. Oh, okay. We were thinking it was like 53 pages. Hey, that's still pretty good. Keep it up. Jaleesa's about the commute. Oh, you gotta love that. If I don't jump back on, I'll get home. Awesome. Okay, that works. That works. Be safe and stay warm. It is cold out there right now.
Yes, it is.
Not fun. Nicole.
I think I'm
What were
starting to get a
you
cold. I'm probably gonna have to drink some tea tonight because my throat is getting scratchy.
I'm all for tea. I do it all the time. Thirsty. I got a new mug here. It says, "Find your happy place."
Nice.
Yes. It's with tea at home in the warmth. I have to get out the next few days. Let's see. Got to page 88. Awesome. Okay. Keep at it. Keep at it. Christina finished supper and now listening to Harry Potter 3. Okay. Yep. I saw Nicole, Neva, and Coda were on. I may hop on there after all this madness here. They're doing the whole Harry Potter. Are you going to participate in any of the Harry Potter stuff?
No,
Yeah.
not
I
right
don't
now. I
think
don't have time to read that. If it was like later in the year,
you
maybe I would consider reading it because I've never read them before. But right now, I definitely don't have time.
Yeah. And it's a few books. I think, yeah, they were talking about like book 3. And I'm like, how many books? Wasn't it like 7 or
I have
something?
no idea. I've
Yeah.
never read the books. I've never seen the movies, so I have no idea.
I've never read the books. I fell asleep 30 minutes into the first movie, and that was it. It's a wrap.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Our son's joining the read along. There you go. Booktube, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Suburban Hill sounds fun. It
Yes,
does
and it's
sound
been
fun.
good to discuss, like, it's been a fun it's not a book that you would think that you can discuss because it's not like it's super deep or like these, really big brain concepts or anything. It's literally just these suburban moms talking about how they don't feel like they fit in because like, the suburban mom is like that perfect mom. They do all the stuff for their kids, and they're on the PTA, and they keep their lawn, the correct number of inches and all that kinda stuff. And a lot of them don't really fit that. And so they're doing the best they can. And in the meantime, one of them gets possessed. And they're like, well, now we have to deal with this. So it's been fun. I'm buddy reading it with Leandra and Danny. So we've been talking back and forth the last couple of days about this book.
So they're not doing the bad moms thing. They're actually doing what they're supposed to do, and then
Yeah.
possession comes their way. Wouldn't it be cool if they were doing bad moms and then all of a sudden it's like, that would be interesting. Yeah, not trying to be that possessed person. Hi, Miss Wilma. This is Miss Jaleesa's mom. How are you doing today? I was not here, but I love a peanut butter cookie or oatmeal cookie. Yep. I love those too. And don't sleep on ginger snaps too. I grew up with ginger snaps, especially in the wintertime. Have that with some warm milk. So good. I could eat a whole bag. Yep, first. That's a cookie people don't be talking about. Mama says, there's not a secret. Thank goodness. I don't think I could keep it one if I was. I'm reading Tempt Me by Tara Wyatt. Oh, okay. That's the second book for your blog. Okay. Is that a romance? Tempts me? Let me
It sounds like
know.
it does sound like a dark romance.
I know it does. Definitely. Okay. I want to know some details. I have tea. My cup always says have a brew tea full day. I like that. Okay. I think your mug has definitely beat my mug. My mug is just nice and sweet. I'm only showing you because it's new, but it's a simple cheap mug, Dollar Tree. But you know, it's my happy place. Books. But I like yours better. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it. All right, I'm back. Awesome. What are you doing? What are you doing? Moms feel I'm gonna be possessed. Or you're doing the IEP and all that stuff, so I understand that could be a chore. Let's see. Lachette says I finished "Keep Me Close" by R.M. Virtues. That's a name. The one with the last sex scene. Oh, okay. So you did finish. Okay. See. So we started the sprint with Lachette saying she had just this last few chapters of this book, but it had a sex scene at the end and she wasn't feeling it. So she was thinking of going to another book.
Oh.
And I was thinking, why not just finish up? And she was like, I'm not feeling it. So I'm glad you finished it. I'm glad it was good too. Mom is reading The Covenant. Oh no. Okay. Oprah got you, Miss Wilma. What's going on? I don't think that book would be such a big thing if Oprah hadn't recommended. So tell me, how far are you into The Covenant of Water? I heard it was good. It's just a lot. Like a lot. It's a long book. It's like 700 something pages. Yeah, it's like a family, multi-generational family trauma, intergenerational type thing, and I'm just like, okay. But I heard it was good though. I haven't heard too many bad things with the exception of just the length. Other than that, good stuff. How long has it been taking you to read it? 7 Harry Potter books. Okay. And how many movies were there as well? Read really fast. The first few are really short. Okay. It's so interesting because I saw some little snippet of some documentary or something the other day talking about the Harry Potter books. And when it first came out and you showed all these kids reading it and it looked so small, but then later on they showed these books and they're thick as hell. I'm like, okay, what really is this book small or is it big? I don't know. Listen to 24% of Criminal Intentions while cooking and eating. Awesome. Okay, so you got your smut sexy scene in and you got into Criminal Intentions. There we go. See, I call that a win-win-win-win-win. I'm having FOMO. I don't have any audiobooks of any of the books I'm planning to read, so that's okay. I'm getting back to my grassroots of sitting down reading, which I enjoy. I just like options. I like an option. I don't have any options. I got to sit down and read this book. Mom says, Tempt is a dark romance. Just read chapter 1, but took me longer than usual because I keep stopping to talk to my husband about it and make my notes. I'm here with you. I do the same thing. The crazier the book, the better. I'm going to keep making like little pauses and then I'll actually read it to my husband. I'll be like, babe, guess what this said? Meanwhile, he's having his video games. This book, oh my gosh, he was working. I got to this part. I'm not going to say because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I was just like, I was creeped out. Jaleesa know what I'm talking about. But I was just like, oh my gosh, I wanted to talk to somebody about this so bad. This is a book, it's a good buddy read, but I think it'd be a good like discussion video. Like on screen for folks. I don't know
Are
if
you gonna do one?
no, it wasn't my thought. So no, I'm about to go out of town next week. I haven't said that, but I'm going out of town next week. I don't have time. I really don't. But I'm gonna think of a buddy's discussion book maybe for next month. But that book will be a good one. So I'm hoping that for the Missy Elliott readathon, since it's the group read, I think there's two. I'm hoping that they do a discussion video, and then I can just be in the chats on, because it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a really good one. See, mom said they read fast unless you read with your youngest and take almost a year to finish one book. Well, luckily all the Harry Potters are out, so you don't have to worry about spoilers coming up. You already know they're there. 8 movies. They split the last book into 2 movies. Don't they all? That's just like with Twilight.
Yeah.
That's to hang on to them dollars. Be like, you know what?
Mhm.
Oh, let's add in one more. Let's eke some more. It works. When I read them, my kids, they would not let me stop. There you go. Keep at it. I really wish I could get my hands on hard copies of the Criminal Intention series. Oh, is that good? Okay. Okay. Audiobook is not fast enough. I can up the speed, but then I won't understand what's being said. Do it in quarter increments. That's what I do. And, like 1.5, 1.75 is kind of my sweet spot, but just up in the small increments and see kind of the point of where you're at. A lot of people do too, and I just think that's really fast.
Yeah.
Look, I want to read list. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Being in the chat for a discussion video is sometimes, yeah, it is. It is. I agree, because you can kind of gather your thoughts a little bit more. If I'm going to have a discussion book where I'm on camera, I have to know in advance so I can take like a lot of notes throughout. Because it requires you to be more up. You can't be like, oh, I forgot that. But yeah, I agree. But you know what? Here's the thing though. If you're going to be in the chat, make sure you write it down and remember, and you're available. Because I've done book group reads and then I had to work. That's generally is what gets me work. And then I'm like, dang, I read that whole book and I didn't even get to take part in the discussion. That sucks. No one will sit through a 4-hour movie. Some people will, yeah. I ain't got the time. I ain't good. If it's more than 2 hours, I'm like, do I really need to see this? I think they're making movies way too long these days. 1.75. Yep. How long was that? You saw the Barbie movie, didn't you?
Mhm.
No. How long was that?
I don't remember. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I watched it from home, so I didn't have to go to a theater or anything.
See,
So I
that
don't
is
remember.
smart. That's what I'm all about, watching it at home, because
Mhm.
I mean, generally I'm way late. How long was the Scream movie?
I don't know. I don't think that it's longer than 2 hours. I'm sure it's not longer than 2 hours. But I've seen those movies so many times that I don't even, it's just like Mean Girls. Like I don't even think
Yeah.
about how long it is, because I just know. I know all the words, like I know what to expect. So I'm not even
Just
thinking
enjoy
about
it.
time.
Yeah. See, I think about that because I drink a lot of fluids. Okay. So I'm always going to the bathroom. It's weird that I can actually finish a book because I'm always constantly getting up. Like I was mentioning that, I was looking at somebody's video the other day, and I was like, she sat there for 30 minutes, and I commented, and I was like, I commend you for sitting so still and watching and reading for the full time, because I can't do one of those read with me where you're sitting there for 30, 40 minutes. There's no way. Maybe I should do a video, show what my real reading is like. You'll be like, how does she finish books? I can't. I'm doing something. Somebody calls. My husband comes in. Somebody texts me on the phone. My bladder, like right now, I got to go to the bathroom. It's just, it's no way. That's why I got to throw time at my reading, because I'll make the maximum use of it sitting still, because I just can't do it. Oh, man. Other words. Sat through Titanic and we knew the ending. No. Dance with them. Oh, yeah, that was long. Bunch
I've
of
never
waiting.
seen that.
Yeah. Did I see Titanic in the theater? I might have, but that was a long
I've
time
seen
ago.
Titanic in the theaters, not when it originally came out in '97 because I would have been 3, but when it came back out, what was it, in,
Uh,
like, 20 I think it was, like, 2012 or something, it
mm,
came back out for, like, the 100-year anniversary of the
mm.
ship sinking or whatever. I did go to the theaters then to go see it.
Yeah, I think I saw it in the theater a long time ago. I can't remember, but I did see a anniversary or some special or something like 3 days ago on it. It just
Mhm,
appeals to you, the Titanic or the no, I know what it was. It was you know those rich people
mhm,
that went in that submersible and got
mhm.
imploded. It was that they were talking about that and equating it to the movie and all that stuff. And James Cameron was on the documentary, so that was
I
cool.
wonder if they'll make a movie about that.
They should. It would do well. I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah,
Everybody is fascinated with the Titanic. It's just the idea this big ass ship just sank in the first voyage, and they could have kind of avoided it. So, and I think James Cameron's movie just romanticized it even more. So
yep.
I think they'll definitely make a movie about that. I could even see that probably even on the big screen.
Mhm.
Hmm. We'll see. We'll see. Do. Yeah, but I don't have patience for long movies these days. I just don't. It's been a minute since I go to a movie theater probably 2 times a year.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't
If
go a lot.
that.
Yeah, exactly. If that. And then the movies that come out, I'll watch them. Like we don't really watch as many movies as we used to these days because I'm reading, he's doing video games. Generally, when we watch TV, we're like, you want to watch TV? And we immediately both look at the time. And if it's past 8 o'clock, nope, not enough time. We put on the documentary. In and out. If it's like 6 or 7, then we're like, but that's rare. Generally, we
Yeah.
don't get our act together to sit down together till at least 7:30. So
Yeah, if I watch a movie, it has to be, like, on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
yeah,
There's no way you're gonna get me to watch a movie, like, during the week. That's not
yeah.
happening.
Exactly. It's just commitment. I just ain't got the commitment time. But I don't know. Maybe on our trip, I told my husband to put together all the movies that we want to see, and we're going to have an Airbnb. So maybe, I don't know. I didn't really look up all the details, but maybe
Mhm.
they'll have some sort of hook up where we can do some movie nights. I told him that's why I'm not going to finish my TBR for February because I was like, okay, we're going to spend some time together. I am bringing my
Aw.
books, but we're going to spend some time together. It's like, don't get used to this. We'll see. Lachette says, no lie. Some of us regretted sitting through those long movies, even though they were good. That's true. That's just like Lord of the Rings. Did you sit through all that at the
I've
theater?
never seen it before.
They were good, but I'm one of those people that I wait till the hype dies down and then I see it. So it was like a year or 2 or 3 later, but they were good. I enjoyed them, but I definitely would not have had the patience to stay like at the theater. I would have gotten up 3, 4 times to go to the bathroom and missed where the trees were battling people. But it was a good movie or movies. Miss Wilma says, enter chapter 3. Okay, the family planning preteen daughter to 40. I heard about that. The 40-year-old dude. Yep. Author was describing the natural scenery and living environment. Oh my God. Is that one of those books where they spend like 3 pages describing like what everything looks like? Oh, skip through it, Miss Wilma. Skip through it. I would suck at discussions. This brain is like, what did I read just now? You got to slow down if you're going to be doing a book where you're going to do a group discussion. I slow down my reading when it comes to that. I take my time and I read it like right before the discussion's going to happen. So it's fresh. I do like being one of the co hosts too, but when I have a lot to say. That's true. That's why it's good when you have multiple co-hosts. If you ain't got nothing to say, then be quiet. Let other people talk. We're in book two. We sit down and discuss books as a hobby. Somebody always has something to say. So you're good. Let them talk. Go ahead to the bathroom. Oh yeah. I'm about to go. I'm gonna go to the first next sprint. Definitely don't bother theater. Oh yeah, his movies are long, and some people said he's problematic too. I don't know. Newest Avatar. I haven't seen that one either. Did
I
you?
never saw the first one.
Oh man, no, you skipping. Yeah, I saw the first one. I have access to the second one, but then I looked at the timestamp, and my husband and I looked at each other and be like, "Nope." And that is why it's still on the queue. Intermission. I do think they should have intermissions. If a movie is more than an hour and a half, I think they should have an intermission. I agree. Hubs watch 50 Shades. I saw a preview for that too. I actually saw all three of those books. I saw all three of those movies. I read the first book 5 times, and I read the other two like 3 or 4 times.
Why
This
did you
was
read it
way,
5 times?
I enjoyed the first book. I'm not gonna lie, I really did. I enjoyed the first book way more than the others.
Oh my
Back
god.
in the day, before I had all this access to books, this was way back in the day, y'all. Um, I didn't have like Kindle Unlimited or any of that stuff, So I had limited access, and I was busy. I had school, and I just wanted to read something that I knew was good. So I just enjoyed it. It wasn't like back to back. It was like, oh, it's been a few months. Let me reread. I enjoyed it. I own up to it. But I thought the movies were trash compared to the
I
books.
agree.
She was cast well. He no.
Eh, she was okay. He was terrible.
Yeah. My husband cringed when like remember the part where he like took down her dress or something, and from the lights you could see like her legs, like she had hair on her legs. And my husband was like, why does she have hair on her legs? I was like, with some people, it's a thing to shave till the knee. I learned that from some of my blonde friends, that shaving till the knee trick. I can't do that. But they're like, yeah, we don't shave all the time. I was like, oh, I learned something new. Maybe that's what she did. Woman went to sleep. I don't blame you. How many books are you packing? Probably just one in my Kindle. I'm trying to figure out if some books can come through from, like, for my physical books, which I have of what I want to read. I've requested with the library the e-copies and the audio copies, but there's a long wait. However, sometimes things come true. So if I can get at least one of them on an e version of something to come up, then I'll just pack my Kindle. If not, then I'm just going to pack like one book and maybe a graphic novel and call it a day. Now I got to go see Lord of the Rings in the theaters open a week or two. I'm a big fan of the books. There we go. There we go. Well, they're all out. You're good to go. First book when I breastfed my youngest. I still need to watch the other movies. Never read the other books. Yeah, that's a lot of books.
I haven't read the last 50 Shades,
Mm.
but I read the first two.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, for what people said, like mommy porn or whatever, I don't know. I just thought they were good. I didn't read about, like behind the surface and all. Some people are like, it's like mommy porn and it's not like true S&M or not S&M.
Mm.
Is it S&M? That's the term?
Like BDSM.
Yeah, BDSM and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, don't read into it. Just enjoy it for what it is,
Yeah. The average reader that's reading this book likely doesn't know that much about BDSM
Yeah,
anyway. So the average reader doesn't know.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a decent storyline. I think books executed it pretty well. I enjoyed that. That's why I'm more critical of the movie. Like generally, I don't do movie and book. I do one or the other.
Mhm.
But I did the books, of course, years before they made the movie, and I just thought the movie was like product placements for opulence. And
Mhm.
I'm just like, okay. It's like some things I felt like it was like, let's get this scene in here. Okay, here. It just wasn't like I didn't feel like it flowed cohesively. Like I didn't connect with the characters like I would have if I would have just did that. So, but for what it was worth, it was okay. Hey, Mr. Paco, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on by. We're about to get to the last sprint here. Hey, Amal, how are you doing today? Let us know what you're reading in the chats. Okay, Miss Nell, are you gonna read some stuff?
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep reading Carrie Soto is Back.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. I'm going to read too. I'm going to go to the bathroom first, of course. I'll come back and read. I will stop the tea right now. People clutching their pearls. It wasn't that bad. For accurate BDSM, it was bad. So, okay, serious. Facts, facts. See, there we go. I love when people can put it into perspective there. Chai latte with cardamom, listening to Lie to Me. Not a fan of cardamom. Molly Adams. Da-da. Increase in people trying to. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, people just had to say something. But yeah, I heard there was a lot of backlash because of that. But I'm like, look,
Yikes.
if you don't want to be stupid, then that ain't the movie's fault. All right, y'all. Let's get to the sprint. Okay, last sprint. Make it count, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. I'm freezing. How did your reading go? Oh, you're on mute. Hold up. Let me unmute you. All right.
Um, huh?
Oh, no, I had to unmute you. What'd you say?
Oh, I would say I didn't read it all. I went over to Nikki is sprinting for her birthday, so I went over there and I was talking to them. And then I also got a book in the mail, so I filmed a TikTok unboxing that, which is like the first TikTok that I filmed in a long time. I can't even remember the last time I filmed a TikTok. So that is what I did during my sprint.
I don't even think I follow you on TikTok. Not that I'm on
No,
TikTok a
you're not
lot.
missing much. I don't post very often, but I did post today.
I used to post at least once weekly, but yeah, I'm not consistent there. I follow people and paid more attention on YouTube than anything. But I will look you up in case I'm not subscribed. I might not be, but I don't even know who I'm sub to on there. Well, do you want to tell us what the book is, or just tell people your TikTok so they can just go to it?
Oh, I mean, my TikTok, my name is the same on everything, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It's always Nell Diamond. It's the same thing everywhere.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'll go check that out. Let's see. Lily says, I have to go. Good luck with the last sprint. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, I read like 35 pages in here. So
Nice.
pretty good. I'm keep at it today. Hey, Kat. Hope all is well. Just finished editing a video. That's always good when it's done, right? Waiting for it to upload. Popped broccoli in the oven to roast and working on the thumbnail. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Healthy eating too. Love it. Music playing is beautiful. Well, I didn't make it, but I put it on there. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. Such calming music. Needed that so much. Yes, calm is nice. Do you like music when you're reading, or do you want it silent?
It depends on what I'm reading because sometimes I'll look for a playlist on Spotify like for a book. So like when I was reading Death Note, which is like for those of you who don't know what Death Note is, it's like a manga, like very action packed or whatever. But I wanted like some like cool like action anime music playing in the background, so I like looked up a playlist specifically for that. But most of the time, I would say more often than not, I typically read in silence, but that has more to do with the fact that I'm usually hybrid reading. So I'm listening to the audiobook. And so it's hard to have like music or something playing while I'm also trying to listen to the audiobook at the same time. So that's usually why it's like quiet, because the sound is the audiobook.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I go back and forth on that one. Let me know in the chats if y'all prefer music. I like to like when it comes to these, I know a lot of people don't like music like on the sprints. I prefer music. I always say that I'd rather put it on in case somebody needs it, that because you can mute it. And I figure if people don't want music, then they can just mute it. But as long as it's not like music that's too busy, I think it's good. But I also like bring the noise down a little bit. But when I'm not sprinting, I'll do sometimes I'll just put on one of my other things here, or like I'll do like, you know how you have that white noise or brown noise or pink noise? Those things are good.
Yeah.
Not somebody talking.
I think so. I think what I do a lot of times too, when I like, it's very rare that I am sitting in my house reading. That almost never happens. Usually, if I am reading, I'm listening to an audiobook while I'm doing stuff around the house, like
Yeah.
laundry or cleaning the bathroom or stuff like that, or like
Yeah.
picking out my clothes for tomorrow, just like stuff around the house.
Yeah.
But on the off chance that I am like sitting down and like comfortable and reading, I'm probably going to turn on some kind of ambiance, like something on YouTube that's like a 10-hour,
Yeah.
video of like a fireplace or something. But I'll do like, an apartment in New York or something. And so you'll hear kind of like the ambient sounds of like cars driving down the street or birds chirping or like a fireplace crackling, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's nice to have that background noise. It's too quiet. I grew up in a large family. If it's too quiet, it's like something's wrong. So it just feels kind of weird. But one thing though that is crazy though about like if you are listening, like do the YouTube thing and you have like the timers or the ambiance music or whatever, right? You have those channels that are monetized. Actually, it don't even matter because it does it on some of my timers too, like my first ones that I made. Um, it'll have YouTube ads. So
Yeah.
you have music on it, which I have it on all of them. Sometimes it'll cut in and have some ad and so that's why it's better if I'm sitting here so I can catch that.
Yeah.
But that's why some people turn the sound off so that way if an ad comes in, it doesn't disturb you, especially if you're not looking at the timer, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
But then when you have those channels, like, you have those ambiance channels or whatever that are strictly that, then they actually, I think they pay to get rid of those things.
Oh, wow.
So then you don't have that interruption. It's always interesting. Oh, so Nicole finished everything. 18 minutes of reading. Awesome. Okay. How did it do? Hey, Elena, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Did you finish your book? I shall see you tomorrow as much as I can. Let's see what time you're sprinting. I did I change it? I think it's 9 o'clock. So tomorrow I have something to do. So I changed to sprint from 1 to 9 a.m. Yes, definitely a huge difference. But I figured I would catch the morning crowd. And, it's coming into the weekends. You're going to have plenty of other sprints out there. So I'll be on for a few in the morning. Okay. I got to work the weekend. So I'll be in and out. And then I'm going next week. So it'll just be kind of chaotic there. So we'll see. I'm going to try to sprint on Thursday of next week. But I know I definitely don't do Tuesday. If somehow Thursday doesn't happen, I'll let y'all know. But I need to actually schedule those things after this. But yeah. 6 pages. That is a plus. That is progress. Love the music. Awesome. Awesome. I love music too. Nice and calm. It's the only time I ever listen to nice, calm music. Love the Death Note movie.
I have not seen any of the adaptations. I think it's the show too. Haven't seen any of them because I haven't finished the books yet. I'm only on, I think there's 6 altogether, and I've only read the first 4, so I still have 2 more that I have to do.
I tried to find that at my library because I remember that you were talking about it with the black cover and they have some other different thing called Death Note. And I'm like, darn, no.
It's probably the same thing. So the black covers is like a special edition, not like a special edition, but like kind of not. It's okay. So when people say special edition, they think like, oh, it's like design, like fairy loot, like like a book subscription box or whatever. It's not like that kind of special edition, but it is like a special edition, if that makes sense. So like the regular version of the book doesn't have like the all black like that. So whatever you saw at your library probably is the real version. Also, the black edition is like a bind up. So instead of it being like individual volumes, I forget how many volumes it is altogether, and I can't see from here how many it is, but the black edition is just 6 books. But within those 6 books, it's more than just 6 stories. I think each book has like 2 or 3 in one, so they're each kind of like a bind up. So whatever you saw probably was the right one. It just wasn't the black edition.
Let me see, because it's been a minute, but I thought it wasn't even like a manga. It was like a book.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. Is Death Note all one word or 2 words?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Let me see. I know it definitely didn't look like that.
The way it's spelled on the cover is hard to tell because like some of the letters are like sideways and stuff.
Yeah. Let me see why I'm doing this. Ooh, it's warm in here too. No results. Okay, did I spell it right? See, that's the thing. You always got to make sure your fat fingers didn't do something. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so maybe it's 2 words because I did it both ways. Death Note. I know I've looked this up a few times. It's still on my list here. Okay, I have Death Note. Oh, no, it has something different by Tsugumi Oba.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the one.
Death Note 12. Oh, this is new. This didn't come up like. Okay, hold up. No, okay, I know what I was looking at. So I kept having video recordings come up for it. Like Death Note recording 1 series and series 2. But then now I'm actually getting books come up. Like volume, I don't know, there's all these different volumes. So yeah, so you have the bind up with the black, right? So I'm not getting the bind up. I'm getting all these different.
You're probably getting them like individually.
Yeah. So I got to see how many are. Let me see. Let's see. Volume 1. Volume 1 is called Boredom. Let's see. That's 221 pages. So how many pages is your book?
About 4 something. I think each one is like 4 something.
Okay. Well, this volume 1 is 221 pages.
Let me see.
And okay. All right, well, I'll have to take a look at that. It's still on my list here, but they actually have books. Generally, when I look on here, I don't even get books, so maybe they just acquired them. I don't know, but they look like they have at least 8 volumes on there.
Yeah, so this first one is volume 2. Volume 1 and 2 is in here.
Okay, that makes sense. See, I like that bind up better, but yeah, this one, it looks like they have several volumes having individually. So yeah, that makes sense. 1 and 2. Okay, well, I have access. Okay, that works. I'm always looking for a nice graphic. If anyone in the chats knows, let me know if there is I might have asked this, I don't know. A graphic novel or a manga readathon. I think last year at the end, wasn't there?
There was one last year. I don't remember when it was or who hosted it, but there definitely was one last year. I remember people talking about it.
I know there was like a 30 for 30. I didn't really,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't look at all the details. I just heard Ulysses and ML and people
Mhm.
talking about it towards
I
the
think
end.
Mayama or Jigura or somebody, like, they were
Yeah.
doing it. Mhm.
And I didn't know if there was like a specific host or whatever, but I
I
didn't really
think
pay
it might
attention because I
be,
wasn't
but
really
I
reading
don't know who
manga.
it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's a specific, like I don't know if there's a distinction, like if somebody has like a graphic novel, um, which would manga be considered a graphic
I
novel?
don't really know exactly. Like, to me, I kinda categorize them as all the same thing,
Yeah.
even though, like, they're technically not. But I feel like at the end of the day, they are books that are like comics, basically. Just,
Yeah.
manga is basically like Japanese, and
Mhm.
manhwa is Korean, and then the other manhwa is Chinese, and then, like, the American one is just called a graphic novel. And there's probably other ones out there too besides those ones. So I just kinda lump them all together, but I don't really know if there's, like, a distinct difference between them.
See, and I never even heard of the term manhwa and stuff.
Yeah.
See, so you just opened up a whole nother category. So, see that? Okay, well, I'd be curious if anybody knows of anybody specifically that are hosting little readathons like that, or if they put a distinction like, hey, we're doing graphic novels, so
Right.
it's not manga, or if it's all together, that would be a lovely time. I just tend to have them as fillers and then make my own little blogs or whatever when I'm reading those if I feel like it, but and interspersed. But that would give me a good reason to actually read because I just put a lot of those on my phone. I have a list and the list just keeps growing. I would rather kind of get into like a mode of this is what I'm reading and all of these together instead of doing like onesies and twosies. So
Mhm.
anyway, that would be interesting. All right, let's get out of here, y'all. Okay, we got some folks we got to go support, and I want to read some more of this book, but I'm going to get out of here. Well, thank you very much for coming. Thank you all for coming. Much appreciated. Y'all all in the chats. Tomorrow, if you're available, if you're up early, if you're up early and have nothing to do and you actually want to be on camera, send me a message on IG. But 9 a.m., I will be up sprinting. You already know I'm probably going to be working out looking crazy. So I will be here. Okay, Ms. Nell, have a lovely day.
You too.
Bye, y'all.